Prismatic Evolutions continues to surprise me by what it's not doing. It's not going up in value. Now, I've recently made a video talking about this, but it has occurred to me that I guess this whole phase of flipping and all these evil scalpers, it's a lot worse than I thought. So, you can see here, right now, the lowest listed on TCG Player for a Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer box is $107. This box peaked at $155 on pre-order. Now, I originally, had thought that it would only take a couple of weeks after the official release for prices to retrace back to where they were at $155 at their all-time highs. But I was very wrong because we are now 2 weeks after the official release and they are $50 less than what they peaked at. Now, like I said, I severely underestimated the amount of flippers, and it shows because prices are very low. They're at their all-time low since they hit their highs and started dipping down. And in addition to that, sales have actually started to pull back a little bit. You can see in the past few days, 200 boxes, 200 boxes, and before that, 300 to 400 boxes were selling. But now a couple of days consistently, only around 200 boxes have been selling. So there's more people listing for less than market price, which is why we see, now they're at 107 and less people are buying. So we can see here we have like an imbalance, more people listing, less people buying. People are going to undercut each other, especially people buying at retail, just flipping these, still able to double their money, buying at $50, selling it for 100. Like they're still doubling their money. So you can see how there's going to be a lot of supply on the secondary market and why we have this, situation. Now, this doesn't worry me, and I've talked about this before. Just because product prices are not going up, it doesn't mean a lot because you got to understand why this is happening. And when you know why this is happening, it doesn't worry you. This is all a phase. People that understand what is going on right now are not worried by this because you just know right now the reason why this is happening is because of the flippers, because of people buying at retail, people that recently got their pre-orders at retail, they're flipping to make a quick profit. So knowing that's the reason, this is going to go up, but you just have to wait it out. It is taking longer than I thought, but still, the same, mindset applies. Just wait out all this flipping stuff. When this goes away, you're going to see exponential growth with a set like this. Just right now, there is a ton of people selling. And that's simply it because there's really nothing wrong with this set. It's not like prices for the cards have absolutely crashed. They have started dipping a little bit, which is not surprising because you can't expect the values of the cards in the first week or two to just hold there forever. They're going to eventually, drop a little bit. We saw it with Surging Sparks. It was to be expected. But still, the cards in the set are still extremely valuable. The top chases are still holding, their prices, but product prices, have been going down. So you can see here, if you know the situation, like I said, there's a bunch of flippers right now. The card prices, the top chases aren't going down, but the product prices, are not going up. And it's like, this is undervalued. Like I know right now at this price point, it's undervalued. And right now, if I honestly were to give you my honest opinion, selling right now is the worst time ever. And honestly, selling right now is like not very smart. Like if you know that the market is flooded and people are just undercutting each other, even if you can double your money, unless you really need the money and hopefully you're not buying on credit cards that you can't actually pay off, unless you're in that situation, there's literally no point in selling into this market right now. There is so much supply and so many of these people don't understand that. And that's why some people are probably panic selling because they hear about this big reprint coming. They hear all this product that's going to come out in the future and they see prices haven't moved up. I bet you some people got scared and sold their product off to make, just, a little bit of quick money and just move on. But time is going to be your friend here because once this phase is over, you will be rewarded. And I honestly don't know exactly because, like I said, I really am surprised even at this point, prices really haven't moved up at all. I don't know how long it's going to take for this whole phase of flipping to end? I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions anymore because I was wrong on the first one. So I don't know when it's going to happen. But when that day comes, I think the growth is going to be very exponential because this is severely undervalued right now. This product, even at $100, is so undervalued. And I'm not going to give you guys advice here, right? I'm just giving you my opinion. You know, if I was in a situation, I just want to put myself in a fictional scenario, right? If I had 0 Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes, right? At this current time, if I had 0, if I could find Elite Trainer boxes of Prismatic Evolutions at $100, right? I'm saying it, $100, I would buy. I know that sounds crazy, but it sounds crazy, but it's not, because when you look at this set's value, it makes sense at $100, and it's super cheap at $100. And this peaked at 150 on pre-order. And I remember during that time, people buying $100, they were happy because that was a deal at the time. But now that prices have dropped, it seems scary to buy at these prices because now it's almost market price. And people are like, well, this is not a deal anymore because, market price is, 107, 105, whatever it's at right now. But $100, it's just market price, whatever. But the thing you don't understand is that, it's undervalued at $100. The market price right now, in my opinion, is not correct because of the value of the set. But the reason for this is just because of just the mass amount of selling. And that's just my honest opinion. If I didn't have any Elite Trainer box or anything, I would be buying at $100 because I know where this is going to be in a few months from now. $100 is a good price. And the fact that you can buy right now basically a market for that price, I think is crazy. So, I'm not trying to give you guys advice here to go out and buy these Elite Trainer boxes at $100, but I'm telling you guys, if I was in a position where I didn't have anything, I would be buying at $100 a box because it is so undervalued, but some people are not realizing that. And it's really just Elite Trainer boxes because if you look at other products like binder collections are about $60. They have dropped. I think they were like $80 at one point. Yeah, they were like $80 at one point. You can see here. But they've been $60 for a while now. You can see, so I'm not really surprised about that. All these other products really haven't dipped that much in the past. Like they've been just kind of being pretty much the same price. But it's mainly Elite Trainer boxes that have really been flipped and a ton of supply has been dropped because everything else that you can see here has been pretty just stagnant. I don't know why this graph is not changing, but prices have been very just kind of consistent with all these other products, but mainly Elite Trainer boxes are the ones that really haven't been moving. So you can see here, why I say this is extremely undervalued, and it's just supply and just being dumped on the market, which is why you're seeing what you're seeing. The value is still there with this set. Like when you go and see the total set value, at one point, yes, it was 10 grand, but I wasn't expecting it to stay there. It's now 8 grand. That's still more expensive than anything really in modern times. Still more expensive than Evolving Skies. Still more expensive than anything in Scarlet and Violet by far. So this is still an extremely, extremely expensive set. And with Elite Trainer boxes, like I said, if you can buy it $100, guys, 151, yes, it's a little bit older. 151 Elite Trainer boxes right now are what? 160, 170? Look at the set value of that. Look at the top chase card. It's a year older, sure, but this has so much more set value, and the Elite Trainer box is cheaper by what? Now 50, 60 bucks? I mean, if you can't see the bigger picture with this, I don't know what to tell you, but this market price you're seeing for, Elite Trainer boxes is so cheap, honestly, like I said, I don't want to tell you guys to do anything, but if I was in the scenario where I didn't have anything, I would be buying at this market price. I know I sound crazy saying that, but it's so undervalued. People just don't see the bigger picture. People just want to make a quick $50 on their Elite Trainer box and just be happy with that. But if you have a little bit of patience and you can wait this out, you will be rewarded greatly because the set value in here is so insane. Some people just don't realize how cheap this product is right now compared to the set value. Because when you look at any other Scarlet and Violet set, no set even comes anywhere close to this. So, that's the end of this video. I know I recently talked about this prismatic evolution situation and prices being low. But I wanted to talk about it again because I just saw Elite Trainer boxes under 110 bucks, and I really wanted to talk about it and just emphasize still the point that, it's this product is undervalued and I think it's cheap. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people laugh and say, Vapor Self, you're just mad or you're just talking about this because you bought too high and you have all this product. Guys, you don't see the bigger picture. I bought this product knowing that I was going to sit on it for a short period of time. I wasn't planning on just flipping this, as soon as it was released or a couple weeks after. I was going to wait a few months. It's not like I was like, needing this money and I was like buying on credit cards and couldn't pay off my balance. I never do that. If I buy product, I'm okay with sitting on it. It's just now that I have to sit on it probably a little bit longer than I thought, but it's fine because I still have cash. I've explained this before. I have cash to buy all the new releases, all I want. So it's really, it doesn't really affect me, but it is, sort of shocking that product prices have not gone up yet, which, I think everybody can agree that we all thought this was going to shoot up, but it hasn't. But the set value is still there. So like I said, we are just in a weird time right now with Prismatic where product prices are not going up. Card prices, they have dipped a little bit because at one point set value was like 10 grand. They have dipped a little bit, but the top cards are still extremely expensive. So let's end this video. Just want to talk about Prismatic once again. Let me know what you guys think about this. How long do you think it's going to take for Prismatic evolutions to actually go up? Like for Elite Trainer boxes to retrace back to what they were on pre-order at 150. It's taking a lot longer than I thought, but when it happens, I think it'll be very quick. I think when the supply does eventually drop from all these people listing every single day, it's going to be exponential growth. And yeah, that's what I think about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this situation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.